Adesma me makwa Adom TV kase na edru so don hwe kase baabi a wo bia no ensema yensa so ene de enama ye de bro ene enwumre ensem no de di makotena bi ene se yebekwa akohwe aboso kan ene ensema beto dware se guta adwumayfo no enye omunyana no moto wo shops mu se na mpanyimfo e de abeto montin so obi a ento ne shop mu e de ntia de mu nsem ebe bro ansa na firi ho a ye de ani atwe ensem fufuru nyakwa akohwe enkwanta ene ne mpotamu enkanka enkwanta nof yesi ohia adokro manfo ho pa enya agwamene wo manfo de sobo na ebo aban na eno nso etwe no so afo be de etwe a wo no ene hwe adwade ho nsem so wo man mu so de atodwa se aban ebo no homoden se de be yanwume ko adantemu ene twotwopo abetimi afa ne ntema pefra na so dodo na no enya de omobo aban ama aban triple etimi abamu ensem bi kan we ho ena me obidum bie edukumi enwumere making kan de ama ho ye mo akwa aba ne enye bre munwa ensem na nkasem ye makwa ababion dia na ye hyase ye de gutafo na ye hyase adwumayfo enkabo muko ewo mayi mu adwadefo enkabo muko na ene yi ebeto dwase enye obi biada na oto ne shop mu esanse nipa ne bi twemu a wo mo sesebe kwakuse pro ne wanya ne twingam so obere ne pupu so obere ntetata ono ankasa na sema ne nyina da ene se gutampanyfo kase anka be yanka obia ento ne shop mu na so nipa ne bi o ho a Adom TV kase ekopie mo na cheso muguso a omobo adwuma
Ghana Union of Traders Association etunya wonum atie no okola pass ya wobehunu se ehonum aye din a wonum wonsoto ewo honum atotomu ankala pass ede ko Nyamiche Junction eye bia oton se
Senior beto dwase Ghana Union of Traders Association eye gutafo e de ato omomanfo a womo etonton ade e wo shops ahodo se womo entutum no abra Adom news for ekopiemu e wabuso kan ye hu se omanfo bi atoto womo e shops mu ebi mu de na omo nti se odogo bi enu abe na womo e ton ade na we na public relations officer okasa edema abuso kan Traders Association no Eric Ochire entry e de to Adom news enim se omanfo bi a womo e wo abuso kan ho ana won de won aye won adwene se womo de enya ade a anamontu aguta A2 no womu de ombetu bi
some aguta see you hanging red flag that was about 2-3 months ago such a new government in share you know and aguta car so I didn't know yeshi and a government in the roadmap be too for them to follow normal start normal implement it in the south time na you use red flag you know and yes say ya dollar do 13 having a be use red flag 9 years dollar no do 20 after almost on my back say yen close to shots e be do on a crow way ye betimi atenem
womanfo bi a womoton ade wo ho a womo eto womo shop CBM ene Adom news atwetwe nkomo
sesi ano ye ho nyina se ye no munso ne de twompe se ne obra ne tie biara ye se yetimi pre na ye dachi ye nyane na dachi ye ma no ebeba yo se ye se yetrata ne wo hu na ma se bedu babi no ye so man so ye san ko ye kura se
me ntia ne se ye se ye tutu storm na bi fachire eyi bi ma obi anya sa de achese ye nyina ya begiragina ha se se a me so me dan obi nipa no so me dan no no so me ni store e na me so begina store nanim
yen free aboso kan yen fie ni nkyeremu e wo la pass ene nso kopiemu e wo ho asa pepepe ena na ete wo ho na e ho ayidin ni nyina da ene se adwumayfo dodo na no enkanka wona wotonton no ma no na wode wo kuku ene okaka ego
Union of Traders Association etunya wonum atie no okola pass ya wobehunu se ehonum aye din a wonum wonsoto ewo honum atotomu ankala pass ede ko Nyamiche Junction eye bia oton second hand goods ewo honum pa nanso ene ehonum aye din sesamampom aboa ne me nyina no ewo nkwanchen ya wakatakata so wonum ebeto ade ene adetonfo bi ene adom kase amaneboni etwetwen enkomo
ne minimi nua ba se ye bala pass adwuma ya no no ye ba beto ba ya store nyina ya tutum ukoba bia obi ato stone wadan ya edwadie nkoso enema nkoye yetimi nto tie busia se aba na yesra na akufaro ye ne aya ban ya no ye wo kire ye
na yesra wadaro ma ye bibi ma wate ne ebre ye to homi su no yentimi ese atutu store wa nyina mu because ne ma ne koso nti yentimi nto ti yesra wa abomo ne bibi ma ne boa ye
ni concrete we bia de ma ye etimi so mo nwene ye ho omo pese ye dwatie nse na ye nya krofo ne ne nam kro we mu eti ye de ne se efiti enura akopem Monday yen bie shop obi an sedwa na se omo antie sufren so a de die tire ba no omo twen
enye gutafo nko ena samra meka se o mani abre na wo manfo nso a wotwihyen na wofa bidi edi firi miamia edi ba enkakopon mu ne ade wo muso kokwa pa ye wo nso mo kanyina da ene se police fo tete wo mo dodo ntienei won so de okuku no kaka ego
Drivers Association edi atudwa sese wo de won ho ka guta ho no wonom so atietua esanse aposifo ena eteti wo mo ewo omayimo nsemtwefo nhyiemu a ekoso ena tetere a woda Chako Drivers Association ne fa ewo achimota Abdel Mohammed edi tudwa sese na hyenkafo ekokwan so a na aposifo etata wo mo ewo kwan mu ne bra ye beche wo mo nso a wobekọ so wo koma wo be no aposifo entiase ochemu se wo ne enyine posi commander enye nkita hodie pii nenso enkusiaga
Baby abidi everyba wanchi mampo kintampo atebubu ajura wa baby abidi everyba biano obi a temenka biano obi a breaking the car ensifie ekomu echire nipa nyansa enkum nipa mum breaking car to nsi o ensa awoba anyinam yebechiwo yechiwa yebefawo oboboka yesramo obi a parking the car mo bien tout kan on tout ça en la bidie na aba ochina ebe ya bro ebe ya ntos ebe ya bodie nti ye ne no ambo so mo fa bidie abro bodie ntos bayire ebe nya mo mwa obi an park ne ka
enwachi ahyenkafo bi ene adom kase etwetwen ehun komo
e mo fa so ne say ye load buy no mo say ya file insecure loading e chi no eno an say ya ju kaki insecure loading no want to me bisa commander say insecure loading kire me na menti asiansa so obekimi atumi a wa kimi atumu omo ye sa achi e ka ba ko 17 echi enyina atumu
kan ya di akwagugu ses abra ya ntwe ya no asem ha ya damu damiensa omo di abekọ court no anwumre 2 o'clock in fact mitiwo menya yalefo nanso bo na omo dem ko share mitiwo yi ama ese kra no mani su nyina achiri me
Yemfri bidie ahyenkafo ne nsem na afa yemfe ne nkyem road safety authority for akache na panyimfo a won ena sa dwumadie wo hweso ede nsem aba betudwa ede futu ama awofo enkanka wona omode afidie tetafo moto edi dwuma ne bi se enkwada obehwe ne ahyehye wo maboso pe ne ede wo matana moto so no msi ehu ebe ya nkampanyifo hwe no munyaye
Etifedo Mantemu Road Safety Director Mohammed Abdul Samed Ebra Wakasa ewo National Youth Authority nhyiemu ekoso ewo Mantemu ni mu awo nika bi omfo etenase a wo hwekwan ya obefa so akon nkwanhia ewo Mantemu no emu ene wodi tu dwase sede awofo ede wo ma etenatena moto so ewo Mantemu no mu no eya na eha dwene pa esenti odi adeso eto awofo yenim se wonya isebe ya nkwanhia no esobete.
It will take some time, but we playing and working hard with them such that they do the right thing so that the children who are seeing them as role models will also copy the right things from them and not the wrong things. If you're sitting in a car as a parent taking your child to school, you make sure the seat belts are on. If you're riding a motorbike with a child, make sure that you are both on crash helmets, both the rider and the pillion rider. And then we're also educating parents to know that you are not supposed to overload one motorbike with so many children to carry to school. That means in one crash, you can lose a whole family, which is actually happening. And we all remember what happened this year. Somebody has only 2 girls, and they both passed because of what? One incident.
Enwachi Etifedo Mantemu Kwanchefa Wada National Youth Authority no ano Mumuni Sulemana eni Adom kase etwetwe enkomo no nso nsem wodi tudwa ene sesese woni bambofo ekabom sebeyia wodi ye betu yie na watimi abomanfo eho ban
police force ye no mo twetwe enkombo dada ekosi nneema de American yi asem ena assembly so ye no mo twetwe enkombo bibia kire se omo no omo pese omo ye omo dwuma ba kwa ese nkofo over interfere eno omo adwuma no eno na ha adwen enti omo se anka ebetima bo omo a na over interference no na eso ate because omo no omo nim de omo ye bese omo kwachi obi a na akwa ese politician ana traditional ruler ana nipa bia okasa obi abete na wobam a na ye dia mom omuntu
ye front ye de ni air train sefu from adwumadi kese bi akoso media Africa West Africa Media Excellence Conference and I was in a share so ni nyina da ene so de boama said ye be ye man so betimi agina ye won central adwumadi no emu Adom TV kase ye kopie mu ye ne cameras a ya twe bi egu power so de bro
West Africa Media Excellence Conference and Awards and FMU Jumedi Asenti Daso a Media and Women Empowerment in Africa. Na said the afibia wayeno no afidi enso ede enipa pepian koma ene wo ebibrema to yefam ena ababe piemu ewo man Ghana mu. Executive Director ya Woda Foundation nano ewo man Ghana eni Sulemana Brema no de atudwa se ewo se ema esore na wode won ho ehye amanyosemu.
We need to build a better Africa, and building a better Africa will require the effort of all, the voices of all, the ideas of all, and the power of all. Building a better Africa would also require a vigorous pursuit and adherence to justice, equity, and inclusion. We therefore cannot build a better world by continuing the old practice of being dominated and overwhelmed by the voices, power, and ideas of only the group of people we call men. Any talk of rebuilding and confronting our challenges of today without a demonstrable effort to move away from exclusion to inclusion will be a false start and represent a classic case of how not to build a broken society.
Ofasa Jumedi eso ede epa Media Foundation West Africa afinhia de toso edununum ehontoma ba panyina be de hye ya wo man Ghana mu Samira Baumia eba Jumedi no asibi edina no disem ebetudwa.
Women empowerment is one of the focal areas for my not-for-profit organization, Samira Empowerment, and humanitarian projects. The others include health and education, also prioritize women-centered issues. Having worked and interacted with hundreds of women from across the country, I know and I believe strongly that the most impactful drive towards the empowerment of women ought to shift from merely giving them handouts. Yes, those in helpless situations may need them, but the real empowerment ought to help women support themselves.
Yanko and Quantan of Mensono Emunako Pimo, and Pennyfo, one of Manfo, which my dear Frus Robert by Rahumono, and an Amana Marcus here, and into a nays so here, Adocro, Mamufaso Boni Mobia, Saman Penny, any a memoir echoso.
Ghana Statistical Service enhwehwemu a woye wa afempini ne aduonu ba population and housing census muno wo de ababa tudwa se mensin ahodo a ewo oman Ghana mu nkwanta not mensin wo timantem mu ena wo ye buburo adokoro omanfo pa eyo hamu chichemu aduoso enkono akiripo enso isansanse minti adom kase esimontene ene omanfo atwetwe enkomo na wonsem a wodi tudwa ene se isanse woni apomode mapa suku eni wona akade ebeboa wo mu asetena mu anha wonti ena sa enhwehwemu yi ababededi ni senti wo fasa kwanya ne so ede adesede eto aban enim se tede Ghana Statistical Service ede ababetudwa no wo sa aban ema nani ekosa mansini eho na we de betimi bia ede boa wo mu
atwa wonya wo kahanu yakwa fom ansana yabedi afom kwana yeso yekwa yabeye bibi ansana yanye bi ne yadi aha no enko yie maye
enwachi ena mensini krachi William Nawuma enso eni adom kase atwetwe enkomo ekasa efa Ghana Statistical Service enhwehwemu a wode betu dwa no eho
ye kwan ye ni kwampa ne tosome no ensuopa aye no se ye wo nsuo a eye koradwin na se ye numa emfa yade wa biara emra ye e se typhoid emma pam kwanta no ye nsuopa nti eno nti se obi ye adwuma afimu a sika na obanya no nsuo a wonnom nti no wanye yade ye e se typhoid na se wo di ko hospital sika ni nyina esan ye da ekọ
Adom TV kase ni eguso a ye kenkan edema on ye beda ye ho ba ye ba ye beto so Adom TV kase eguso a ye kenkan edema o yenko ye nim ye ko edema na de ni chemu dwaboso na dwaboso na okopiemu ewo ho a ensem efiri ho eba ene se National Identification Authority empanyi force omanfo ni bia ba abetro mudin akaso mba abeje omo card omuguso a epacho so omanfo ma omaje omo card na omanfo ma de nkofie
Ɛmfa ho sɛ enipa bebree ɛwɔ ɔman yi mu a wɔnom fa ho kyerɛ bebree mu ansa na wɔn sɛ tumi aka wɔnom Ghana card no. Enipa bi a wɔnom ɛwɔ dwabo so deɛ besine ya no wɔn mu dodoɔ na ɛnkɔgye wɔnom deɛ. Na abayama ne boni ɛne National Identification Authority panyimpa a wɔ dwabo so Karim Brahima ɛtwetwe nkɔmɔ no ɛne wɔda na die sɛ wɔnom asoɛyɛ no ayɛ krado sɛ wɔbɛtworo ɔmanfo edin. Wɔsan si de tuja sɛ wɔnom aprinte cards no bɛbro apem nanso besine ya na nyade a ɔmanfo ababɛgye wɔnom deɛ ne senti wɔde ato ɔmanfo a wɔkɔ wɔnom asoɛ hɔ no mu kɔtworo wɔnom din nyinaa sɛ ɔmɔmɔden ase obitu anamo akɔakɔgye.
Prepare me no kase ye be office no aduma na ye no ha ne se ye be register Ghana for no a omanya kwanya anya mass registration bi na se mo papa na ye no manya bia omanya kwanya anya bi no itito ye omo ana omunya 50 years omo ana bibinti no mo akwantu mo na omo ni Ghana ha omo ana bibinti na oyare dada ma wantimi ama MP ama meye registration bi no sabe no eni kwan se ye twa omo ja to 4000 cars ya na we ya so ye ha ya printi egu a o se timomfo na access afo na eba beje so omo ema emeje Ghana card no ufa so bebre e wo so a ebema oman no yakonkan ye be sere timomfo no se muma ya fa bibia nto nchen na ye ma ya dwen ko sa efense esisai we ya eba oman no
ye free dwabo so ne potemane de ne hrem e wo utak for akache enene nefo nan a utak for mo sha se so mo tie tuan Adom TV kase yakwakohwe etuate ne ho sunsuanso ne san enefo nan na chi ede na ekoso
Etichafo nkabom ko a womo etuatua na womo ehwe anim se womo esikasem bi aban no ede niema ebetuto yi ama womo nsuso eni agye no womo akohye wo no ejuma ase no ene da etoso nan a etichafo yi eda so ewo fia womo enkoto a womo ejuma so abra Adom News in Central for ebo apro ekopie mu ewo University of Ghana school pomu wo yehu se eho ayedin se emusie hwe nkoso ewo ho etichafo ananka womo ewo ho a womo ekiradi bibia sa eniwo na mpenifo bi a womo ho ede to yensentrofo enim ewo yemfidie echi se etuatu a womo etuhie ana mo nim se ebepusu aban no amana etu ho anamo no wona hu se aban no enkeka ne ho kra ewo nanamontom
yamfa yani enchemu wa hafo enene mpotemu na okopie mu hafo ne bono Easter womafo a waje ntete no wonsa no dwuma futu akode am omo se dwuma dia wodo a ya na aban ene de ba aban na chekere aban ni swai no womfo ho nyim se de be ya omo nso omo benya ntete enenim de e wa aban dwuma die mu
ahafo enibunu epuye mantemu panyimpa a wo hwe Ghana Enterprise Agency so akwasi abayi echampon ekasa wo ahafo Regional Sensitization Forum on Ghana Jobs and Skills Project ase no ene otu wonmu a wonmu ankasansa no dwuma nyina afo se saban ede nwumadi ahodoɔ bi sei ba wonfa won ho enhyem esane se wonmu hwe nimu kwan se wo betete omanfo hankunu ewo mantemu honom se be ya ebeboa ama omanfo anya adwuma ye ewo honom
ye bie portal na ye was 6 BS awafo kuku me bi ho goso Kenya se fidiem bechem and aduan kwanta ye bia monko all these offices nam ko register apart from your business resource centers ewo your bechem BRC and goso BRC ubitima saba regional secretary office to via was 7 places ewo afo mobitima ko register the register na ye ni but do bebre na 300 a back seeded na
Adom kasiama ni boni samia sare ene wonom a wo nsa no dwuma bi te se wonom opamade wonom a wo yetire ene afoforo bi a wo ko dwumade na sibie no etwetwe nkomo
nyamia simple se na addition ye baabi obi a obe baabi ne bia no waye nhira enya mfaso bebre ye na ye botire na ye sa atwiti ye sa yetire ye nyina ye nya mfaso bebre
yefro aye de ne chemo ewo efifi mantamu University of Cape Coast ne aban se wo ba bebo am se de be ya wo mbetimi asisi adam krado do na free senior high school for no wo mu wi a university netimi afa krado do na mo mabeje entity
Omampeni nana adodankwa ekufuado koshia Cape Coast University suku pono empenifo no abra womo eye womo 60th anniversary no wodi tudwa se aban no ebo ne ho modern se ne free SHS no obehye mu kena wo kire mu se emfa ho ne Ghana sika sema echia aban no ekoso ade niema egu akwam.
I assure you of the commitment of my government to give the university the required support to expand its infrastructure for the benefit of the numerous senior high school graduates who now qualify to access university education yearly. I must perforce thank the university for supporting and acknowledging the benefits of the free senior high school policy. There is, however, more to be done in ensuring that with the increasing number of senior high school graduates due to the ease in access to secondary education, every one of them has a place in tertiary education.
Council Chair Edema Suku Pono, Sam Jonah, and soon some of the two Jano, Ebini.
We must be preparing our students for the future in a changed world. As the leading university, we have the responsibility of creating an increasingly sustainable future for our dear country. We can only do so through research, teaching, and of course, our actions. Undeniably, the world is going through a terrible economic meltdown, which is leading to the challenging times we are presently facing, and obviously our economy is not immune to these.
Vice Chancellor Edema Sukuno, Professor Johnson Nyako, Buampong, and soon some of the two Jano, Ebini.
See this opportunity to lead the university to work on new challenges and create new goals. The university is pursuing innovative and creative paths to transform itself into world-class entrepreneurial university with global competitive edge.
Yanko Supreme Court na temufo no imuba kwa udimu tintimai pa her ladyship Gertrude Araba Isaba Tokonu na mami wode futu akọ ediama aban enyumeko ahodo no se wonhwe hu se ne cyber security wode ho bagime sanse bibia enam abefo kwantempon so krono ne bibia se ho na akọ akopie mo fa mo ho ban.
Was Cyber X Africa conference and one more a year Asina Justice Edema Supreme Court her leadership Gertrude Araba Isaba Tokonu Edi Futu Emma Aban Enyumeko se one more hwese omo de niema ebegu akwam se ne omanfo a womo nam abefu mfidie so ede bo omo krono no womo ebetwe omo efrim.
The leadership required to build digital platforms for national and continental value chains goes deep into visionary appreciation of the critical importance of the parts that each national social and economic player has to play and so be accounted for in the digital development process. And when we have put in our best efforts and created masterpieces, which we are definitely striving to do, we cannot forget the thief and destroyer who is never far off.
Ambassador Edema Israel Edeba Ghana ha ede futu ema omanfo a womo ba dwumadi na se no.
Digital leadership is therefore an important element for Ghana and Africa. And I'm going to follow up on your suggestion, Mr. Hakim, that we should have in this conference also a special segment or a panel for youth.
Opening power no eneba liga ho dwumadi ewo asoye a womo enewo national security ano no Osebunsu Dixon enso ede futu ema.
In the area of maritime security, SGI has led the development of what is now called the NIMS. The NIMS is the National Integrated Maritime Strategy, which is due to be launched by His Excellency the President. And in that document, one of the most challenging problems that has been outlined, I mean very clearly, in that document has to do with maritime cyber security, which has come to perhaps, I would say, add to our growing burdens of problems on the ocean front.
Adom TV ka say you go so ayede emma ye besa dan ho akwaje aboafo nkrato ye ba dia Canada so ye de no so beka. Yamakwa baby Adom TV ka say ni go so ayekenkan edema na ye fe ye nchemu e wa pomudimo ensemu na Rebecca Foundation and Ghana Health Service akomutra pam ho e de dwumadi ka se bi ahehye so a ye de tete Ghana fo e kwan be fa so anofo m kokram ene kokram hodo a etoma ayase ye betimi ateso.
Ghana Health Service edi ababe tudwa se kokramwa eto ema awodia no ene nea eto no fuo mu no eyade sisesei ekum ema dodo na ewo man mu wonom ekiremu a afempinu ene aduonu mu ehwehwemu a wonom eyeye no na wonom akokram ato wonom no fumu no eye empem nan ene ohanan ena wonom so akokram ato wonom awodia na no eye empem mienu ohanson ene edukunu enson ya sani pa mu nyina no wo mu ohamu chichemu aduonum ene ya na ehwere wonom nkwa ne senti no Rebecca Foundation no efa Organization of African First Ladies for Development so ekope futuo bi a wode ato mfidi a wode koma West Gonja, Brim South ene Seche South mensine no sebe ya wɔnom a saa kokurami bi ɛyɛ wɔnom no wobetumi ahwɛ wɔnom ɛbra wɔnom ɛda adwumadie no ɛdie no ɛnom ampanyin Bokene Rebecca Kufuado ɛde nsɛm sei ɛtudwa.
Various studies indicate that we're seeing much more cases of breast and cervical cancers in Ghana. Many reasons, including late detection, inadequate access to information, stigma, and fear account for this trend. The tragedy is that many of these women succumb to the disease. Women are not just the centers of their families, but also the pillars of our communities. We cannot afford to lose them, and we should not have to.
Dr. Patrick Kumabwaje and Epenyu Kwancherefo a woda Ghana Health Service ano na wono nso kyerɛ enhyehye ahudu bi a wono masoe no adigu akwemu,
especially in the months that we are celebrating the breast cancer month. Strategies to address these cancers require very strategic partnerships and multi-stakeholder inputs to ensure that we can prevent cancers, detect them early, most importantly, and improve the patient outcome. Breast and cervical cancer, Your Excellency, caused significant morbidity and mortality in Ghana. In 2020, it was estimated that 4,400 cases of breast cancer and 2,797 cases of cervical cancer.
Ejadi ehunsom ye mo efenwe mo so afọ abedi echehwe ejadi ehunsom so ewo man mu ede atodwa se wiase wanya bia mo ase aye mo no kro no ntinumaku adantemu ne atwetwopo a aban boa wo ma no ma hyeda isa wo mani so wo na aban nye hwe na aban nye hwe no wo mo hwe no munya isa no ma no Osofo abedi chiro no hwe enwuma so Michael Ochibefi kasa ewo Ghana Enterprise Agency dwumedi a womo eyeye edi sikabotene ema wo manfo se womo emfanhye womo enwuma mu no wodi tudwa se aban no aye na sede se ode boa safoi nanso so no ebi mu aye wona adwene se aban na namontu a wotu no enuru bebi a wo kire mu se manfo ebebo aban na abaso ewo na namontu a oya aban ne bekoso aboom
when mo hey yenim mo bebi a o they were just selected randomly or by no yes party for the wetan we Ghana form we on business or be no on support to be buying kora but as I said na dwuma no ye pese costunty so it is time omo SMEs no ne omo munya support fi aban ho no on be upload aban no man encourage no na be ma aban any age so baby briaka ho but when we are working and we are not even our effort are not even appreciated the government be demotivated, and that is not the way to go. And Chief Executive Edema Ghana Enterprise Agency Kusi Yanke Ayi Ensun Semo de Tudwan Ebini
COVID response grants and the Ghana Economic Transformation Project, World Bank funded through the Ministry of Finance and implemented by Ghana Enterprises Agency. Under this component, the Ejumane say Yebe provided access to funding to small and medium enterprises. Space where I can and above 8 million Ghana cedis. Yedi she ejumanu omo mobile de ye ni omo ka ho ye be koso aye to send the account portal no open ye revolving application into asa e ba na ekono na ye the support e shimu eboa wo
Dear do so ya agokansi fire lady adorable lady Mavis Mrs. Avonyo Papa B one another bro akomo share mwakunya na
Mama kwaba deba agokensie so Mavis Avonyo fire lady adorable lady Visda Papa bi na mede ensem ne bro asra enko enfama Miss Gold's boutique wono NCC me kama ono se matare empatare we ni atare bia wo pese ode ko ba bia wo ho a o Santa Maria obesiesi wo kama na bibia akonkan Miss Neat so ene ye miti kama ede emame na mede ensem no e bro de ahye no se Black Meteors of Ghana womo ewa konem se won hyeda nte ho nsem bebre na enei womo atufa e de ko Mozambique nyame ya adoma ye qualify ye kwakobo na ye tse nyame ya adoma abibia akonkan e de ama Black Meteors ni etimi akọ Nations Cup ni bi na ene womo tu no coach Ibrahim Tanko etimi de nsem we atudwayenti.
After 3 weeks we are able to have all the players on board. And so far so good, everything is going fine. We are traveling to South Africa and then we will continue our preparation there for Sunday game. We want to see these guys promoting from 17, 20, and 23 now. So we still have also from local Black Stars, we have Efrie, we have Dominic, we have Suraj. So in all, the team is intact, so we will go and do our best. We are young, and we have a quality players who can hold the ball. We have fast wingers who can run into the spaces. So definitely we have all the ingredients from back to striking force.
Yeah, it's also the amount of national so say never say that until the bones are rotten. Akwa hats of folk nyan konton emranti and Rene. One more at the sun say, woman ya coach for na coach no Brunima Papa Brunislete Slavko Matic. What they are to just say, well, no, Bawabi. Nania J. Now, Wababe trophies and a dear ma Akwa hats of folk in.
I think for my age I have a lot of experience, and that is very important for our job.
But what's motivated the move to Accra Suffolk?
Thank you. First of all, I want to say big thanks for our chairman and all people from the management for this opportunity. Africa is a big challenge, and I coming in a very big club. We want to make big success. We want to try to find the way to play good football and to have opportunity to give chance to younger players. Also, we want to take the trophies.
Mami Ekra Janet and they one coach for front and your Monty Jackra. Yo, we are national so say World Cup minutes and I day a branch be 1 month to go and yasem keto amot media audio sim. Yenties and a hon so say a fear historic papa person say 5 continents if African kono local coaches and a woman the echo.
Training for how do a team ranty and Munina. Omunina team mufua. Yanan Tansi. Na se wodi woni kire Senegal Aliou Cisse ene edi omanim akopie mu ho afi Cameroon nso Rigobert Song ena ya omotrene Tunisia nso Jalil Kadri ene edi omanim na coach ani diadi Walid Wagragi wona di Morocco fo kopie kata de twatoa no wotwado enso edi Ghana fo nim na kansi kase yi yakopie mu ho
Sergio Manucho nchechemu hene na mote ne nka no nsem kakra we na mempanyifo eboaboa no ema medebre o menua be makwaku edu kumi ano te wa papa bi edede aka na eto aso de ama Mr. Adam fansa nka fide na ma ohia me afreme Mavis Avonyo fa lady ajobo lady Visdel papa bi
Ye makwa ba bion ye bo edi ransom fufuru ma say de Ghana ye adwenesis ka no to ko bia ma ehye bia na ye bekọ ne akọje afri ho edi aba e no ma wodo ede kwa ma no ne se ye adwenese ye hwani mu se bitua ma aban ni sika kese pa na aban no ebe boaboa no edi aboa ma mputunum akoso
Ghana Export Authority egusua eye nkyerɛkyerɛ ema ne manfo wode nkyerɛkyerɛ Ghana Export Authority egusua eye nkyerɛkyerɛ ema ne manfo wode nkyerɛkyerɛ ne bi akopie mu ewo sehwe oso watoye etifi mantem no emu dwumadi ne ko na wieye ena project director ya woda Ghana Export Promotion Authority ano Alexander Dajawa editu dwase Ghana Export Promotion Authority edi esi ne nusu se wo pese wonya America dollar opepe aduonum echiripo miensa edi free wono mu a edi nneoma efiri omayimu eko amanone ewo sebe ye ne nyina beboa na omayi sikasem etim.
As we call it, the National Export Development Strategy is for Ghana to achieve non-traditional export revenue of $25.3 billion within 10 years. Ghana Export Promotion Authority, we have an export school where we take exporters and then producers through so that they can improve on the packaging, because in the market it's the packaging that sells the product, not only the product. If the product is of quality but the packaging is bad, nobody knows what is in it, and therefore they will not be able to patronize it.
Enwachi ena mensini penimpa wada se shidwaboso mensini nwano Kwabena J Asante enso editu dwase isanse oman Ghana yitimidi yensa eye eniema efe ni betimidi akwa manone akwa akotonti edisika bebo oman mu nenso omanfo a wo yesa adwuma ne yesika wode be hye sa adwuma no ase
bibia meka se Ghana de anka bibia ba western of bibia bi wo ha we center ho na abrante bi the way a what design ta de bi egu ho ko be kra na set up capital kra na oni bi to start with enti abasa na ba mabu
yemma kwa ba biu ani gide mu nsem yemmo enfa ngroma wonim se bosom ye besima ne da etoso miensa ene ne da etoso nan da ye yesu ose ye de tontom twedi ampobasa ye Adom Nyankrompon Adom Praise Festival ye de ebro na Travis Green wono ena eba yenkone hwe enoma hodo a empanyufo edi egugu apono so ntino wo hwe sede enoma esi kwa Kofi Pepra ebe perform e wo sada na as a festival na say ena the multimedia kwa that day is multimedia ebe perform any Friday dia no ena ohema mercy watimi mu wono so ba be perform any fourth any ifiada ansana Perez music enso ba be hunyom de e de pa momamfo e de etwa mo na say a ne nyina beba so Perez Dome Jowulu e ho na beba so sax enso e beba ho na say dem kan no Travis Green wono ene beba Travis Green wono na beba na eja waba be ye bibia Salina we cry the Celestine Donko wono so e baby ena Edwin Datson wono so e baby eniti say dem catch on e Adom Praise ene ye de ebro ye nyina ye share obosom ye besim ne de tosom yensa ene ne de tosom ye no ene ye de bebro we am just so e obidum bie edu kumi me na me besom mo nya me pe besan so shebo nya